Not really streaming.
Hey, it's time.
Yeah, it is. Well, attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on the show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or their affiliate and supported ministries and or nonprofits, and in some cases, just normal human beings. So without any further ado.
What? What's great?
What?
I don't know where that came from.
Play that back.
Good morning! Coming to you live from Acts Media Group headquarters here in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the morning drive with Matt and Shay. We got Johnny Rooster in the house today. We're having some fun conversation before we got started today. It's got a catchy beat, doesn't it?
I like the vocals. I just kind of checking them out a little more than usual. You know, you ought to get to know that guy.
You're being facetious, aren't you?
I think it sounds like a real recording.
It is a real recording.
You know, like a real album.
Yeah, we actually had 3 hours of record time donated to us by a professional.
If it was 1999, I would be holding the CD in my hand. What do you do without CDs? What is the format now?
MP3?
Yeah, MP3.
Yeah, we had a guy donate 3 hours of record time for us. At a professional studio.
That is such a generous thing.
Oh, yeah. Like $600 worth of time.
How much did you get recorded in that?
3 songs.
That's awesome. Man, you had it ready.
Yes, we practiced like 5 days a week, all the time back then.
I like that guitar work, too. Who did that?
That was a guy named Brad Cox. He actually quit the band and brought a bunch of my band members with him, so that kind of ended kind of badly. He wasn't super happy with that, and he didn't vocalize that. Whenever I said
he wasn't happy with
his own guitar playing.
Okay.
So he's and it was one of those things where if something bothers you, don't say that was good. If you wanted to, because I'm like, okay, does anybody want to redo anything? No, everything's fine. And then afterwards,
it's like,
had resentment because he didn't like the way it sounded. Well, hey, you had your opportunity. This was like precious time that we had.
Was that the mix or something else he didn't like?
He didn't like his guitar.
Trippy fingers. He missed some notes that he wanted to hit. And
yeah.
It still sounded good.
As a writer,
it sounds great.
I pick on the words, and then a musician would pick on the notes.
And then you've got.
But we are thankful for that. There's a lot to be thankful for there, because that really opened up the opportunity for us to donate our time here commit our time to these works that we're doing now.
Yeah.
Who knows for us personally what was the better decision, except that we know we're doing God's will because each day we commit to that.
That's right.
So whatever it is that comes up in front of us, that's the work we want to do.
So good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
Johnny Rooster.
We're glad to have everybody on board with us today. And then we got Mrs. Rooster in the studio, sitting behind us.
Shaking her head. I saw that.
Waving like a...
I won't talk about it.
You know what they say? They say behind every good man is a woman rolling her eyes.
At least you said good man. Hey, you inspired me. Matt, he inspired me to the point where I got business cards with the name Johnny Rooster.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I like it.
And I only need 10%.
I knew that wouldn't work.
I'll get that later.
Yeah.
You got to throw it like this. You got to throw it like this. Put it in your fingers.
No.
That's distracting.
That could put somebody's eye out.
But it says Johnny Rooster because of you.
Well, I'm glad to be
It's got a rooster on it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Well, ain't nobody watching right now,
Make it easy to read so that you could read it from a distance.
Yeah.
But Johnny Rooster is an idea that came because of Matt. And when we have these ideas and they work, they stay with you and they become part of who you are.
Yeah.
I've been known to give lots of nicknames that stick on people. There was a girl I dated when I was 18. I was 18. She was 23, and I nicknamed her Pistol. And 15 years later, I ran into her out somewhere, and my first thought was, wow, what was I thinking? My second thought was, I wonder if she still goes by that. Sure enough, like everybody called her Pistol. Sorry.
Pistol sounds like she's got a lot of
well, it started out like
feistiness.
She was feisty, And let's face it, I was a terrible kid. I was like, hey, this girl can buy booze for us. So I started dating her, and she'd get mad at me. I go, whoa, 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 easy, pistol.
Hey, David Holland.
And that would whoa. So caricatures and cartoon for work and play.
Yes.
We were talking about character a little bit a while ago. Like yours is to enjoy life.
Yes.
Life.
Life is too valuable to spend it being miserable.
Well, I see, and I have a tendency to be more serious and to look at what's wrong and try to fix things, which really tends to bring you to a negative place because there's something wrong.
You're looking at the problem.
Even though I'm trying to fix it, that doesn't.
Your mental engineer gets summoned.
Yes, exactly. And so we were talking about how I'm thankful though that I'm around people who do want to enjoy life more, because really what that does is it brings me in and excites me and gets me out of my own tendencies, my own character direction that my character would take me.
Yeah, your character would be the scientific side.
A little bit of a philosophical too.
You research, correct?
Yeah.
So that's science.
Not on purpose. I just follow my interests.
But then you interpret, and that's the philosophy.
Yeah.
What's amazing, the rabbit trail that happens.
Because I think there's almost always got to be a new way to do something better.
Now, that
Elon
there's
Musk and you should be good friends.
I don't think I'm quite in that. So he would be, what do you call it? He would be...
he's a philanthropist.
Innovator.
No, he would be, what's that word? Out of my league.
Philanthropist.
He would be out of my league.
Seriously?
Nobody is a
That's just a person who's generous and gives money.
He's more. He's that more than you realize too, because he's really trying to change the way we do things so that it can be better and we can sustain.
It's like
10 billion people.
I was kind of broke, so I went to my philanthropist and I got an injection.
I got a filling,
and my philanthropist worked it out, and now I don't have this painful financial side effects like I used to.
Right.
That would be a
Wouldn't that be nice?
The doctor of philanthropy.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be doctor of philanthropy.
Philanthropic.
Where do we find these?
In some cases, that's the same as proctology.
Philanthropically speaking.
Whoa, big words.
When you throw in proctology in the middle, philanthropy.
I know, that's a pretty crappy subject.
Anthropology. Let's just start using.
Oh, no.
This is not good. I love the idea of being thankful for things in advance. Have you thought about that? Before the circumstance.
Because it said that we should thank him in advance for the answer to prayers.
In all circumstances doesn't mean because of all circumstances. For all circumstances is when you're in the storm, the thankfulness makes the difference.
It does, and sometimes that, and like I learned in AA, is being
it's American Auto.
The prayer that we do, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yeah. That does bring a level of peace into your life that is, very helpful. As a drinker, what I used to do is, I was trying to use alcohol to feel better than I could about things I couldn't change.
Yes.
And I was so obsessed with the things in my life that I couldn't change that it just always had me down and feeling horrible. And so I drank to cover those feelings. Whereas when you learn to accept that you can't change those things, you understand that all of this effort and all of this energy and all of this feeling that you're putting into it is wasted because it won't change. You can't change it.
Your involvement isn't in the changing of the circumstance. Your involvement is the changing of yourself.
Larry, I love your spelling.
Which is your response to the circumstance.
Yeah.
Which could be to ignore it. You don't have to fix everything, Jay.
No.
Not everything.
No. But I can fix the things I can, and it is sometimes hard to recognize when I'm...
Love that, Larry.
Grant me the serenity to fix the things I cannot fix.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to realize that I am working on something that's not fixable, that it's not in my jurisdiction to work on.
Mickey Mac.
Sometimes that's really hard to accept. But I'm able to,
It's easy to get into the mindset that you have a certain reply to everything. Just change it up and start replying in a different way in your mind.
Yeah. Boy, and I'm thankful for sobriety. Amen. I tell you what, right now, with my feelings about the things that need fixed. That if they would just give me a chance to work on it, things would turn around, right?
Yeah.
They need to consult you more.
They do. They do. But they won't.
On some sort of
and that's out of my control.
Wise counsel.
I used to put myself in the pilot seat of the world and try to fly it better.
Yeah.
And it always went really well until I woke up, and then they didn't ask me.
Right. Right. And what's wrong with everybody? Don't they know?
Can't they get on board with
this?
That's the thing, that's like me coaching a pro football team.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
I mean, you did so well.
If they would just listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
they'd win every Super Bowl
every
from here on out.
single one. Yeah.
The people on the sidelines know best.
Yeah.
They're not playing the game. They didn't put any effort in other than to talk about it.
Well, I mean, have you went to a professional game?
But if I was still drinking right now,
once I did.
I have not. One would assume that I wouldn't make it past the parking lot.
It's quite a story how I got in. I got paid to go to a Chiefs game.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice. As a journalist?
No. I'll tell the brief story. It's funny. You guys want a story? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's a thankful story.
I was thankful. I was dressed up in a suit and tie, white shirt, red tie, and navy blue suit. Okay. And I drove up to the Chiefs Stadium because I lived in the Kansas City area and the Chiefs game was going on.
Right.
And I said to myself, where there's a crowd, there's opportunity. And that stayed with me. And if you guys want to listen and really apply that, where there's a crowd, there's opportunity. There's people there. They have a need. I'm going to fill a need. So I went in with that mindset. I parked. I can't remember where. I went to the VIP tent. I just saw it. And people were putting up chairs and tables for the VIP guests. It was before the game started. I said to the guy, who's in charge? And they go, that guy. So I go over to that guy. And I said to that guy, hey, if you could use the help, I could use the money. He goes, yep, go ahead. I got some piece of paper for you to sign right here. He looked at me in 1 second. He decided this guy can do something because I was young and I was dressed up. I took off my jacket. I took off my tie. I rolled up my sleeves, my white shirt, and I started hustling tables and chairs. And they signed a W-2 on the spot. I got paid. And then at halftime, they go on in the game, watch the rest of the game, enjoy.
Nice.
So I got paid to watch a Chiefs game, but I didn't have seats.
The most important half.
It's embarrassing how funny life is if we let it be. We just let it ruin us, or we let it really develop around us. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Bottom side of that was I got out of the game and I couldn't find where I parked.
Oh,
and
no.
It took me a long time.
Until everybody else cleared out and your car's sitting.
A shuttle driver driving me around. Is it this lot? Is it this lot? I had no idea where I parked because I was a newbie.
Right. Yeah, and it's a big place.
It's a big place, and it's quite
Arrowhead Stadium.
This dude in the suit and tie can't
and you
find
had to
his
focus.
car.
Your focus wasn't what's the letter on the pole.
No.
You know?
And it wasn't a focus on how am I dressed for the event.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to the Chiefs game.
Did you even leave with your coat and tie?
I did, but
you
it was
okay.
very funny that I had this overdressed look, and I was looking for opportunity.
Yeah.
And it found me at a Chiefs game.
It did.
So cool.
That's something I really like about you.
Thank you. It was 1997.
Is that you went to a Chiefs game?
It was
No,
1997.
no, they're looking for an opportunity.
Okoye,
You're always working
Marcus
an angle.
Allen. Remember those names? Marcus Allen, Christian Okoye. They were on the field. Joe Montana was the quarterback.
Wow.
Those were the days.
Arguably one of the better quarterbacks in the.
It was a really intriguing time.
He's a legend.
He was legend with
Like
the
Tom
49ers.
Brady?
He's still a legend.
He was legend with the 49ers and then came to KC and just they went nuts. My friend lives so close to the stadium. You open his door. We're watching it on TV. You can hear the roar of the stadium.
Really?
That's fun, living in KC.
Yep.
What I love about life is that every opportunity is right in front of you, but most of us just ignore it because we do the mundane, routine things we've always done.
Yeah.
We get in a comfort zone.
Thanks for listening to that story. I haven't told it in years. It's hilarious.
My life is upside down all the time lately. The only one thing that I have that's consistent right now is working for my job. Everything else, I've moved 3 times this year. That's more times than I've moved in the last 20.
That's this year is unbelievable.
I know, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Did you say that on purpose?
Yes.
You're so cool. It's nuts. He drops a nut. It's nuts. I want you guys to close your eyes and tell me which coin I'm dropping because I got one of each. Okay, first one. Close your eyes because I don't want you to see it.
Dime.
That's a nickel.
Go ahead and look.
Penny.
Oh, it's a penny.
Okay, now another one.
Is that another penny?
No, they're all. Yeah,
I looked.
Big cheater. Okay, now listen closely. Here's another one.
All right.
All of these coins are different. Okay, that's the only thing I'm giving you. So it's not a dime, and it's
or
not
a penny,
a nickel or a penny. I mean, here we go.
Quarter.
That's a quarter.
Yeah. Now you see, you got the depth of the quarter. I had a nickel in my pocket this morning. I'd planned this, by the way, to show you guys that. Okay, here it is. Listen to it. It's different from the dime, and it's different from the penny, but the penny and dime are so similar. Think about this. One is valuable by 10 times, and they sound the same. That's how your life is. If you're valuable, you're smaller, but you're more valuable. The dime matters.
I lost my car one time in New Orleans.
How are you thankful for that? I'm thankful for the dimes.
And I could see where
I'm thankful for the pennies too.
We have 10 times the power when we don't try so hard. I'm thankful for that. So thanks for letting me play with the coins.
Hey, coins are cool.
Welcome
it all started with a nut. It reminded me.
Yeah.
That's just so nuts.
I like that visual.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a good visual.
I'm thankful.
I like it.
I'm thankful for Matt and Jay. Just tell the audience, you guys got to understand commitment every day of the week, and whether there's different weather, different situations, there's a few things that sidelined it.
Yeah.
Tragedy does that, but on the daily, it's not an excuse for you guys. You're here.
Yeah. Like Jay was still here last week until, we just decided to, due to COVID issues, we decided to.
Yeah, it was running through our family to the people closest to us.
Yeah.
With direct contact.
I've got to apologize for not being aware because I'm not following. When I'm here, but I have other things that I'm doing at this time slot. But I understand your commitment. And I hope that your audience does too.
Morning, Schultz. Steve Schultz.
Yeah, we are not yet producing stuff people feel like they can't miss.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're working on it.
Because you know how if you enjoy a series and then you just kind of discover, well, wait a minute, that's not familiar to me. I must have missed that episode. Yes. And you're going back and you're rewatching all the episodes that you already watched, trying to find that one thing that you saw somewhere that you missed.
Yes.
Like there's a one-liner or something that everybody's saying, and you're not. So then you're searching through these videos you already saw, trying to find the one show that you missed.
Right.
And it turns out you saw it, and you have to go through them 2 or 3 times because you're like, oh no, this ain't it. I've seen this one.
This show?
No, like if you're watching, if you're binge watching a series that you love. Yes. And you're like, oh, I saw this one, so you don't watch it all the way through, and then you go through them 2 or 3 times searching for this one-liner that everybody's talking about, and it turns out it's a show you watched. You were just in the bathroom at that time.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of a production yet, and we're looking forward to the day that we will.
Larry Mountain says a blind squirrel can find a nut sometimes.
As long as I have breath in me, and God doesn't give me a new purpose, that my purpose doesn't evolve into something different.
Well, one thing I think
is where we're headed.
Interesting is that you have people chiming in with comments. So what other comments? Tell me what they're saying, because that's important.
And I mentioned them, but throughout
yes,
the thing.
you do, and we're talking, and I hear you talking to them. Are there more comments that we missed?
Look, it's the reporter. That's what Steve McAllister says.
Cool.
Jay is an entrepreneur. Larry Melton had. I was giggling about that because
what did he mean?
Instead of an entrepreneur,
entrepreneur,
and he said entrepreneur.
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 I don't know what he means by that.
Instead of entrepreneur,
I didn't think of you as an entrepreneur.
Out.
I thought it would be more of an
engineer.
He spelled it out.
He spelled the word entrepreneur in his.
I get
the
that.
way he would say.
I get that, and that's funny. But I was thinking you more of a.
Hello, Steve, Stephanie Brown, and Kara McIntyre.
Engineer.
I'm just a guy standing in front of another guy.
Better.
Isn't that a line out of a movie?
Larry said he lost his car one time in New Orleans.
I was in the bathroom when that was playing.
Oh, were you? You missed that scene?
Larry said, I lost my car one time in New Orleans. Walked around until the sun came up, and I could see.
See, that's important to me. Because when people comment on what we're saying, that's very
And a blind
valuable.
Squirrel can find a nut once in a while.
And then they like that, the nut. So that's Larry Melton?
Yes.
Larry Melton is tapped into this show. He's physically watching this show.
This is part of his day.
Yes. So because of that, that is your audience.
If we're not here one day, we get a text from Larry before the show time is over.
Where does Larry?
What are you guys up to today?
Steve Schultz too.
Yeah, Steve Schultz. Yeah.
What is Larry Melton's life?
Oh goodness, I don't even know how he finds the time to watch the show.
It's pretty nutty.
What does he do?
Like
he's retired
and
he hulls walnuts. Yeah, he has some seasonal work he does on his farm.
Yeah,
and then he works for the church, which is phenomenal.
So he retired
all the stuff he does.
in the agriculture stuff, or something?
He's a jack of all trades.
Yeah,
that's phenomenal.
The subject is thankfulness. Pastor Paul is watching from Mo Crete.
What do you call him? Not a parishioner, a layman.
Yeah, he's he's a steward.
A steward, yeah.
Staying up all night looking for your car in New Orleans. I had my car towed in New Orleans. It's unbelievable. When it's cleaning day, you don't get on that section of the street. We didn't know. We were new. Andrew and I were just walking.
Larry does it all.
So they just come down there to clean the street, and they bring an army of tow trucks?
Yes, they bring the army, and they move them all out. It's time to clean the street. You're out.
And then you got to pay a fine.
$157. They have it all.
And how long ago was that?
It's a canned script. What was it? 4 years ago?
No, it was 2014. 24 years ago?
2014.
6 years ago. 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Sorry.
So they had the fleet. The fleet showed up, and they take these cars hostage. They put them. They're under an overpass. They have it caged off, and it's $157. And then we went to the appeal. Oh, that was fun. Took us hours to finally get the guy says you have no other recourse, and he said that about 12 times. You have no other recourse. Well, I'm sorry, you have no other recourse. You have no other. He brought a tape recorder, cassette player from the 1970s, and pressed play and record. And he's just listening to us like, okay, but you have no other recourse. That's your option. You have to pay the fine, or you don't get your vehicle.
Steve McAllister says, I might be back next week.
Thank you. Welcome to
New Orleans. Larry said he is a retired
farmer.
There's
nothing else you can do, buddy. We got your car. You have to pay $157 to get it back.
I like the tape recorder. I was more intrigued that he was playing a cassette.
And it was one of those ones that
it's General Electric cassette, 1979.
And what was on it?
He's just recording the conversation.
Right.
He wants you to know that this is being recorded.
Right.
Yeah. And he was in a red blazer. And he was in a vest.
It's probably some mafia.
Classic New Orleans style.
Probably classic Southern gentleman.
Yeah.
African American.
Well, now I say,
flamboyant like New Orleans is.
You have no other recourse.
I say, boy, you got no other recourse.
And I wrote about this in a wonderful blog.
Now get out of here, son. You bother me.
And then I quit paying for the blog, and it's gone.
Oh, no.
And somebody else bought that domain. And I'm like, dude, it was so good. I'm going to have to resurrect that. And
what was it called?
It was called
You Have No Other Recourse.
GoWithTheMo.com, and that got taken.
Go with the Mo?
Yeah, but it doesn't
We
work.
might actually own
Did you guys buy that? Because I want it back. Go with the Mo.
250,000.
It was Go with the Mo.
Oh, Steve Schultz wants to know if you have any foreign money to drop on the table.
You know,
like the Queen's money.
I have a lot of foreign money, a lot of students from around the world, but they'd hand me all their paper money, and I'd say, I like a sample. And I've got stuff from Ukraine, Turkey, China.
There's the one from Turkey made of feathers.
Yesterday.
I got
a trick with five. Not a trick. I got a thing with 5 pennies. Have you heard this one? 1 penny. Okay, what do you see?
Are you thankful for it?
I'm very thankful for that penny.
I say what I get back every time I give someone my 2 cents.
What's the 1 penny? Do you remember? I'll come back to that. Okay. Oh, No.
I was just kidding. Farmers don't retire.
Oh, here it is. 1 penny. Guys, listen to this. 1 penny. Do you smell anything? Do you smell anything?
No. I can't.
You have a scent. Now, here's 2 pennies. Do you see any fruit? Any fruit? You have a pear. Now, 3 pennies. Do you see any snakes?
No.
You have 3 copperheads. Copperhead's another term for penny.
Yeah.
Then number 4 pennies. Do you see any cars?
No.
You have 4 Lincolns. Ooh, cars, Lincoln. Now number 5 pennies. Do you see any naked women? You won't for 5 cents. Whoa. A little old lady in Branson gave
Mo Crete. Pastor Paul from Mo Crete says,
point.
Did everyone have a great Thanksgiving? You know what I had? I had 2 pieces of pizza, and 2 pieces of cheesy stuffed bread.
That's not very Thanksgiving.
I planned on, the stores are closed.
2 pieces of pizza and a party.
That's a lot for me. Because I don't eat
pizza. That's right. That's more pasta than you've had in quite some time.
Yeah. Because,
or more bread.
I say, I have a cheat meal that I have on Thanksgiving.
Your cheat? That was your cheat? You could have Thanksgiving dinner and you cheated with pizza?
Well, I know, right? I woke up and it was too late. All the grocery stores were closed and all that stuff.
Oh, my gosh.
I guess I could have went to Sean's and got some.
I should have had you come over, dude.
Yeah, I would have invited you, but it wasn't my party to invite you to.
Did you have a party, a gathering?
No.
My nephew was supposed to bring me some Thanksgiving dinner to work, but then they let me out of work early, so I was able to go in person.
Yeah.
Had I known that you...
Oh, no, it's, I woke up and Barney, our roommate... he doesn't have any family left, and our family decided, with Dad's transition from this world to the next, we decided not to have Thanksgiving dinner. Mom did primarily, so. And I was gonna go and get something like a taco salad from a certain restaurant. And
you knew it was a cheat day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got that.
But I mean, if you cheat, still be reasonable about it, So I just ordered a large pizza, some stuffed cheesy bread, and
you were the only one in line.
I'm pretty sure they were probably pretty busy.
Really?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Pizza. I had 2 slices. One wasn't very big, and the other one was kind of large, and then a couple pieces of the cheesy bread.
The cheesy stuff.
Then, it was either that or I was going to go to a grocery store, but all the grocery stores were closed.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get any. I couldn't get anything.
They were closed they closed at 5.
The grocery stores closed at 5 p.m.
Yeah. Price Cutter did.
Sure.
Walmart was closed the whole. Well, are we supposed to be mentioning the names of these places?
No, we're not. That's why I said the grocery store.
There's
particular restaurant.
There's other things I can say about that off air.
Yeah.
Because there's more to talk about.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Because you're in the grocery business.
There's more to say
sometimes
about what we're not saying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rather do that some other
You should make a coffee table book.
There's more to say about what we're not saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we thankful for this stuff? What are we thankful for?
What are we thankful for?
Trying to stay on topic here.
I would like to hear what you're thankful for. Matt, you've had a hard week, a hard month.
Oh, yeah, it's been really hard.
So what do you think?
Jay has too.
Because of that, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the life that and the relationship that I have with Dad. I'm very thankful for that. And the wisdom that he imparted onto me. I'm thankful for that, which is the wisdom of the Word. Everything always went back to the Word with Dad.
He passed on November 10th, correct?
Yes, November 10th he was promoted.
And that is pretty recent.
Yeah. I'm doing remarkably well considering.
Yeah.
But I don't know where I would be if I didn't have that hope in Christ, And like I said, but Dad, everything went back to the Word. It all went back to God and His plan. And though we may not understand His plan, I heard somebody told me one time, he's like, I have a problem with God right now. Well, why is that? Well, because He let my grandfather pass away. I said, oh, what's your grandfather? Well, he's like 87. I said, what, do you want him to live forever? I wouldn't want to live forever here.
Not in an aging body.
No. It's a nightmare. What's coming up with the whole...
Not that I'd want to rush it.
I have sarcastic replies, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What am I thankful for? Thankful for toilet paper. Thankful for plungers. There's things... We had a pastor for First Baptist Church of Springfield, and he said, imagine what you'd be thankful for if you didn't thank God for it one day and then it was gone the next.
So
if you lost everything that you didn't thank God for the night before,
wow,
why would you have nobody things to say?
Because we're not.
I'm thankful for toilet paper. I'm thankful for plungers. I'm thankful for
on those
plumbers.
On that same idea, I led a men's group years ago, and I asked them, what are you guys thankful for? Write down 5 things you're thankful for. What did they write down? Without me saying, what did they write?
Okay, who is this now?
This is a group of men, Christian men, and I said, "What are you thankful for?" And the 5 things. Family. Yep.
Yeah.
God.
Number one.
This is one of those right answer things. Yeah. Family.
God.
Faith. God.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cars.
Friends. And then there's things that you
girlfriends,
do, like
children,
like food or something that relates to the physical body. Shelter, food. Yeah, that's what they're thankful for. Good. I said, okay. I'm going to write down real fast. I'm going to just do 10 things. I'll just double that, but I won't duplicate anything there. Left eyebrow, right eyebrow, left eyelashes, right eyelashes, left ear, right ear. I said, do you guys see where I'm going with this? We don't even thank God for the obvious things. We blink because the dust gets out of our eyes, because we can blink.
Because it moisturizes our eyes, yeah.
We can do that. We can breathe.
And we don't even have to think about it.
So the things we don't even think about, I'm very thankful for.
Yeah.
Steve Schultz says
we always say friends, family, food.
It's crazy in town. Black Friday shopping is going on right now.
You know what? I noticed a lack of a lot of traffic.
It's because all the shopping, Black Friday shopping, is
done
online. I believe
online is really what's...
At least, but you remember that? All right. Online. Do you remember when it started getting crazy? They had $10 DVD players one year.
This is a segue.
$10 DVD players one year, and their people trampled to death.
Yeah, that used to be the thing.
Over a $10 DVD player.
That's so 6 years ago, you know.
I know, but it's like, man.
Yeah, they trample each other for a DVD player.
People died.
Now, it's UPS is in a quandary to keep up the fulfillment from Amazon.
You know, I'm shocked at that stuff because what about life? I wasn't even there. Black Friday, I've never even attended it. What happens in your life that becomes so important that you would
what point is that
risk and go into a place where you're crammed in, people are packed into the door? It's like
I can't handle it. My anxiety, I can't handle it.
You know, there's this one customer at work who came in.
Friday deal.
She's come in twice, and she always has a bodyguard who hangs back just within sight, and they come in so he can use the bathroom. And she waits right hanging back away from my register. And I recognize her, and I thought, this woman is familiar, and I know this is somebody famous.
Okay.
So, and she started to get the sense that I did recognize who she was. And she takes off her glasses and said, he knows who I am, and I am almost absolutely sure, I'm sure that this was that Kendrick girl.
Anna Kendrick?
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
She's so funny. She's so short, small, and cute. Beautiful. And she always has this bodyguard who he hangs back like he's not with her, but he's always within and watching her. And then he goes and he quickly uses the bathroom, comes back out, and they leave.
That was at your work?
Yeah. Twice.
So you've seen Anna Kendrick twice?
Yeah. At first, I recognized her as somebody. I didn't know who.
I'm Googling Anna Kendrick
because she was in disguise. She had these sunglasses on and a ball cap. And
Kendrick, you're nothing.
Did
to
you
me.
ever see? Okay, so did you
no,
ever?
The
so I don't know what she's doing coming through here.
Whatever you say, did you see? The answer is going to be no, because I don't see anything.
You don't watch movies?
I have no idea who that is. I'm looking at this.
You don't know who that is?
No idea.
He doesn't watch movies.
I don't watch anything.
So funny.
You don't watch movies?
Wait a minute.
Lady.
Yeah.
Hold up.
She was in that music.
She's in a movie, right?
Yeah.
She's on Saturday Night Live all the time. She's a famous actress. Been
Why
in
would
a
she
ton
be
of
in
movies.
Springfield?
Don't know.
A lot of people come
seriously
through
for
Springfield's
sure.
Like right in the middle of the nation.
Yeah.
I know who that is now.
I mean, she took off her stuff. And
she is hilarious.
She thought that I actually did know who she was.
Her Twitter, she says
some
funny stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
Isn't that funny?
5'2", 35 years
Tiny.
old.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
She is beautiful.
She is more beautiful in person than she is on that. And I swear to you, you would not believe how beautiful she is.
She's in that movie with Steve Carell. Date Night.
No. That is
that's that other girl.
The Saturday Night Lady. Yeah, she always plays the.
They're both pretty funny, though.
The Republican from Canada.
Yes,
or Alaska.
That girl.
Yeah.
Okay, Anna Kendrick, though she
was in Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
Which is a musical. Yeah, so you've probably seen her.
She's got a TV show now.
Does she?
Yeah, it's about being single and looking for love. So of course I've seen it.
I was surprised that she would be in Springfield just hanging out at a convenience store.
No, she was just see. I'm at the junction of two highways.
I know, but to think about her just going in there,
She was going in there so her bodyguard could use the bathroom.
Yes.
I don't understand why.
I'm curious why she's at that location. It just doesn't seem like it's with a.
I don't know. Why would she be at any locations?
I also met a famous YouTuber that I watch all the time. Really? I've watched all of her episodes. Huh. It's Homemade Wanderlust. And she comes in, and I'm like, I know who you are. And she's like, oh, you do? How? I was like, I've seen all your YouTube videos. Wow. And she said, oh, really? And so we talked for a few minutes, and, then she left.
Wow.
They should just passing through.
Steve Schultz says Brad Pitt comes here all the time. Wow. Well,
I guess her husband's in a band or boyfriend's in a band, and they were traveling.
I officially do not.
Steve McAllister said
it's the opposite of endorsing Brad Pitt.
Well, I'd say
love his work, but
Steve McAllister and Brad Pitt. I always mix them up. Steve Schultz.
I don't appreciate actors and actresses who get so involved in politics.
Okay. Morning, Jody.
That it turns
you want them to stay in their field.
It's not that, and it's not their opinion. I don't mind. Okay. I don't mind their opinion and how they feel about it. That's great. Tell me all you want.
Yeah.
But when you start saying that you know everything and everybody else who doesn't agree with you is stupid, and you do that publicly, it's like, look, you're talking about me. Love your work, but I'll never watch your stuff again.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah. And there are some that have said that I just can't bring myself to watch their deal.
And it's not because it's not great work. You know it's great work.
There was an awards.
I don't mind them having a very negative opinion of what I love. Just don't project it on.
Right.
Yeah, just don't act like you're. Yeah.
Well, then conversely, as
because we're not idiots. We just have different priorities.
Can we, as non-celebrities, also be gracious and not rip people then?
I think that's one of the most important things we can do in society.
Yeah.
Is have the grace to understand other people's perspective.
If you're not a celebrity, does that mean you should just trash everybody else?
No, I think people should be decent. I mean, I did mention Tom Hanks, but
yeah, you did.
And I can tell you that,
and that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but I can promise you, if you want to be open-minded and listen to people who have a really different perspective and have a passion for that perspective, you're going to learn something that you weren't aware of. That explains why they have their perspective. And that's part of the human experience.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with it. And they're not even wrong.
It just means, it's low class. As an author and an artist, I don't want my art and my words to be sucked into another vacuum of negativity from some other format.
Yeah.
Me bashing a liberal I don't want that to be my theme.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care that he's a liberal.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Bashing a
people have different opinions. That's what makes That's what makes life great.
Yeah,
if we all had the same opinion, we'd all be gray, black and white, just gray. And there'd be it'd be so boring. Life would be so boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we'd.
And I'm not saying that.
I think gray is the new gray.
Gray is the new gray.
Yeah, look at this. We all got gray on our beards now.
It's like illuminated gray, fog in the morning.
I've taken my beard to almost non-existent level.
I haven't shaved my beard in about 2 months now. Look at this.
No shave November.
Yeah, well, it's
October and September.
I don't know. Is it a good-looking beard? I mean,
I like the beard. I like the gray.
Yeah.
Distinguishing? I would say a little bit of it looks longer than the other.
Yeah, well, some of it is longer than the other.
So that ain't cool.
This right here.
There's a red in there.
It was a goatee. This was a goatee. And I just haven't shaved. I've just been lazy. So,
You're a little bit of a ginger. You got some ginger in there.
You got a little red in there.
What?
A little bit.
It's the Irish in us.
It is. Yeah.
It is the Irish. The Irish is in us.
Luck of the Irish.
Could be Scotland. Actually, no.
He's
we're not
Irish.
from Ireland. We're Scottish. There's a difference.
There's Scottish and Irish. There's hardly difference.
Irish actually is predominantly dark-haired. It's the Scottish. Yeah. It's the Scottish that's red hair. Mainly.
I'd like to hear what anyone is thankful for out there. Anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Tell us what you guys are thankful for.
It's their turn.
Billy Burris is watching.
Billy Burris, welcome to the show.
Billy, would he be willing to say what he's thankful for?
Yeah, hey, Billy Burris, tell us what you're thankful for. We know what the answer's going to be. He's a family man.
Well, we say family, friends, food, and faith. Oh, the F's. Can you say something beyond that? Because that's really what I'm thinking is interesting.
I'm thankful for
sobriety. That was one of my first things. This would be a different life of mine.
I'm thankful
without
for trees.
Sobriety, if I was even alive at all.
I'm thankful for algae.
That's not what I normally hear. So,
well, it does provide us most of the oxygen.
It does. It does. A lot of people don't realize that. The algae in the water.
It's the plant life.
I'm
in the
thankful
ocean.
for honeybees.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, and you don't see them much anymore.
Not much.
Although lately, the last couple of summers, I've seen a few bees.
Yeah, we had
actual honeybees.
One when I was a kid, and
we had a swarm of them outside Dad's house.
And don't mistake them for yellow jackets.
No,
because they are different.
Yellow jackets are the devil.
They're a whole different characters.
The devil.
Yes.
Yellow jackets.
They'll land on you like, hey,
their
friend.
Purpose is to hurt you.
Yeah, and it feels like you've been shot with like a 22 or something.
I'm a yellow jacket. I hate you.
And hornets.
You're in my space.
Hornets are evil. But honeybees,
I'm going to build a nest in the pipes in your chair.
Yellow jackets and hornets
my
are wasps.
Honeybees are a gift.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow jackets are an enemy. It's so funny how
they
the same
nasty
species.
Little critters.
I have the electric tennis racket.
Same species.
They zap really loud.
Results.
So close to looking the same, too.
Yeah, I know.
But now the bees have, an actual honeybee has more of that golden honey color in their yellow.
You know how they communicate with each other? They dance.
They do?
Honeybees?
Yeah, honeybees.
They dance.
I'm sure yellow jackets do
I
kind
of would like to see a YouTube video of you two imitating honeybee dances.
Oh man, I'd be shaking my butt all over the place,
throwing
my back
your
out.
Great friendship
then I'd be on the ground crawling.
Thank you, Steve.
Miley would be taking notes.
Steve McAllister.
And then turning around, crawling back, trying to point in a direction like, get me out of here.
Steve O'Mickey Mac says, I'm thankful for your great friendship from you three. Talking about us.
I did say to Steve O'Mickey Mac that I get him mixed up with Brad Pitt all the time.
He said LOL John Cockcroft.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Brad Pitt of
Branson.
Of Branson.
Yeah. He's
sort of.
Branson
BP,
Pitt.
The BP of BR.
The BP of BR.
The BP of BR.
Dot BP.
We need more letters.
Dot BP.
Dot BP.
Dot BP. Did I say dot PP? Dot PP.
Yes, you did.
If you got to go, just go and come back. We're here for you.
Yeah,
no,
and if it's just a dot.
If you drink a lot of liquid.
Why are you even trying?
I'm thankful that I was going to get a little serious, but is that all right?
Yeah.
I'm thankful that our country is divided because it gives us opportunity to love our enemies.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. If we didn't have so much hate, there's not an opportunity for so much more love.
That's a good point.
I don't agree that it's not necessary either.
Okay.
I think that there's things that need to be brought to light.
Yeah.
Things need
That'd
to
be
change.
saying Civil War wasn't necessary. Well, let's just not worry about whether it was or wasn't. It happens because there's differences that can't be resolved.
Yeah.
Okay, when differences can't be resolved, I resolve to love my enemies.
Yeah.
Jim Wanning says, I'm thankful for the vision and mission of Acts Ministry.
Brute force.
Brute force.
2x4 with a nail in it.
No, I do.
A rusty nail.
I have a relentless convincing. Like I try to plead my case relentlessly until they relent.
I am
until they just agree to shut me up.
I'm listening to you about pleading your case relentlessly, beating them down, but I'm also watching the screen, and we're on about a 10-second delay. I was counting in my head. Are we over? No, we're on a delay. Yeah. So I'm watching my animated gestures from 10 seconds.
Did you think that by repeating that slower, I would understand? It's a delay.
I'm just telling you what I was doing.
It's a delay. It's a delay.
I'm merely pointing
it's 10
out.
seconds.
I'm pointing out what 10 seconds can do.
What can it do?
If you took back 10 seconds, what would you do with it?
Nothing. I wouldn't know what to do with 10 seconds. I can't think that fast.
If you had 10 more seconds, what would you do with it? Seriously. Most of us just think about an extra day or week or year. What about 10 seconds?
I'd be planning my next 10 seconds.
That'd be like the most useless, the most useless superpower ever.
I can reverse time by 10 seconds.
No.
By the time you realize the 10 seconds is out of reach.
You're almost going to get struck.
I would change the last 10 seconds, except now it's 20 seconds away. It would be the most frustrating superpower ever.
I can reverse time by 10 seconds.
Man, I wish I didn't say that. I'm going to... Yeah. Oh.
I knew that was going to happen. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. That's what my aunt said yesterday at the Thanksgiving dinner. She spilled some water and she said, I knew that was going to happen. And my cousin, her son goes, then why did you not prevent it?
Right.
If you really knew.
Well, yeah, and that's like... I guess it would be good if you said something that was not funny, like if you delivered a punchline that was not funny, you could go back 10 seconds and not actually say it. That would be okay.
Punchlines. Sorry, punchline saver. I'm here to make comedy a better place.
Right.
I'm your punchline saver. That didn't work.
All right, the 10-second thing, that's miserable, even to think about.
Jackie said that she is thankful for the cycle of life and the planting and starting of garden seeds. Chance Mills says, I'm thankful for a second chance at life from 2 years ago when I was at death's door getting ready to walk through the door, but God said, not yet. I'm not done with you yet.
Amazing.
And Larry Melton said, Pastor said he couldn't keep up with you, so he got off and went to work. So, well, it's good to see you, Pastor.
Did you read Jim Wining's already?
Yes. I am thankful for, I'm doing my Biden impression again. I'm thankful for the vision and mission of Acts Ministry. Yes, I read that one. Steve McAllister said, amen, Johnny Rooster. I can't remember what that was
when you respond to what they say, that really matters and makes a difference. As a viewer, I used to watch you guys more regularly when I had a different schedule, and I would love your acknowledgement of me. And I'd tune in just to hear my name said. I love it. No, I'm not kidding. The people love the acknowledgement.
That's why a lot of people watch us on a regular basis, because we do acknowledge them.
And when you actually comment and talk about the idea they said, oh, that's gratifying. That's why you want to build an audience. That's a perfect way to do it. You guys recommend that all the time. You do great. You're consistent. I was saying this earlier. Matt and Jay are here consistently. They've built these followers. There's not a lot of them, but when you respond to what they say, they're going to talk about it.
It's important. You know that we're here.
That lady that talked about the life given back to her.
Oh, Chance Mills. Yes.
Okay, so it's a guy, Chance. Is that who it is? Sorry, I didn't mean to mess that up.
No, that's all right. No, Chance Mills.
Do you know?
Were you talking about the life given back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I gotta look and see.
That was amazing. Because
he is one of our churchgoers.
Who? Chance Mills?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he goes to our church.
Have you heard his story?
How
about that?
Not in depth, no. But so yeah, you'll have to get on here and tell us about it, Chance.
I'd like to hear that.
John Morris, welcome to the party.
Can we say Chance has a second chance? Or are we allowed to?
Yeah,
I think I just said that.
Yeah.
Chance, you got to know, if you hear me at all, I have sarcasm in my veins, but I also have joy. Okay, it's all in the spirit of joy.
Yeah, it has to be. Well, we got about literally 1 minute and 30 seconds.
How did that happen?
It just,
that was fun.
Time flies by.
You guys are.
That was a blast. Thank you,
joy to be around.
Now you're coming up next with us.
Yes,
you are.
Yes, I'm going to be talking about what to say when you talk to yourself, and talking to yourself is not bad.
No,
you're not crazy.
I mean, you're going to do it anyway, so you might as well.
I'm going to title it, "You're not crazy if you talk to yourself."
You should hear our roommate.
Yeah, you should hear our roommate.
And you don't even. Okay.
Exactly.
That would be funny if your roommate was non-existent. It was
you got it, didn't you?
If it was an imaginary roommate, that would be funny.
Yes.
And it's also funny that it's not an imaginary roommate.
It is funny that he's very not imaginary.
Like, I had an imaginary friend once. I got in an argument. Now he's not my friend. He's not talking anymore.
He said he will share his story with us.
He's giving up on you.
Not right now, though.
He said, "This guy
say something. I'm giving up on you."
Who's incorrigible?
I made my imaginary friend I made him mad. He's not talking to me anymore.
Actually, you're very incorrigible.
I had an entire group of imaginary friends, all different ages.
A whole group.
They each had different voices and everything. I remember that.
You are personally crazy if you do that, but if you talk to yourself, you're not crazy.
But that's not a surprise with me.
No,
we've learned to roll with it.
We share these
imaginary friends of his.
Multiple people involved.
Yes.
There's a line.
By the way, Barney is imaginary. Just
Yeah, Barney is a code word for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered about
We love you, Barney, if you're watching. I hope you are.
Nothing to do with children's programming from the 90s.
No.
Not a thing.
No. Oh, heck no.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on The Morning Drive today. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same channel. Be sure and tune in next for The Morning Mouth with Johnny Rooster and Pastor Matt. So until then, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
I'm still Johnny Rooster.
And this has been
The Morning Drive.